With lockdown or stay-at-home orders in effect in different countries across the globe due to the coronavirus pandemic, there has been a steep decline in travel and economic activities worldwide. As a result, traffic congestion in major cities fell dramatically. In New York, for instance, peak congestion went down 47% from 2019 average in March 2020. Angeles experienced a 51% drop according to the TomTom Traffic Index. According to experts, with less traffic comes less pollutants like carbon monoxide.
People are talking about rivers and creeks and canals being cleaner, for example, in Venice, in Italy, but you cannot say that about the rivers in Niger Delta because whether it's COVID-19 or nothing, pollution continues. So we also hearing stories about animals coming out on the streets of cities. Probably there could be less deforestation at this period because people are locked up at home. They're locked down in their neighborhoods. So the forest will be recovering, and that is positive for the environment. So there are many positive things going on globally. But when you come down to our own environment, talk about rivers getting cleaner. From late February till now, we're hearing stories of dead fish from Delta State to Bayelsa to rivers to Akwa Ibom, just floating from the sea to the shorelines. So we have a lot to worry about. On the whole, we have reduction in terms of carbon dioxide and greenhouse gas to the atmosphere globally. Every country will benefit from the net effect of that kind of reduction of pollution.
One clue comes from Wuhan, China, where the outbreak began in late 2019. Traffic is still down 50% as of late March, even as restrictions have been lifted and employees have returned to their jobs. Air travel has also taken a major hit due to the lockdown order in many countries, and greenhouse gas emissions will predictably decline too. According to the United Nations Aviation Body, airplane emissions of carbon dioxide reached over 900 million tons in 2018 and are projected to triple by 2050. According to Airports Council International, 67 million fewer passengers flew in Europe compared to the year before. In the US, domestic air traffic fell about 40%. Northern Italy also reported a 10% reduction in the pollutant nitrogen dioxide per week over the 4 to 5 weeks before March. The area has been hit hard by COVID-19 and been in lockdown. In New York, carbon monoxide, mainly from cars, had been reduced by nearly 50% compared with March 2019. In Madrid, Spain, due to the stay-at-home order for the entire country, the average level of nitrogen dioxide recorded in March was almost 75% lower than the previous weeks. From the little we are benefiting at the moment, the clean air and the waters, will there be any lasting effect on the environment when this pandemic subsides and everything returns to normal?
This lockdown period is actually a time for governments and citizens to sit down and reflect on the values of life, the value of good health, what it means to be healthy, what it means to live in a healthy environment. But right now, people are more having the mindset of being in an emergency and fighting for survival, not about long-term thinking. But we need a lot of long-term thinking to be able to combat global warming and to prepare for a better future. Now, the challenge with this is the moment restrictions are eased in any place, people are obviously going to jump out and go back to work and go. The streets of Lagos be jammed again, and the level of pollution will likely get back to what it was. But the hope is that we can only hope that because during this time a lot of people are learning to work from home, so probably we'll see a situation where people can work more remotely than having to congregate in offices or in certain places before they can do what they need to do. So in that sense, we can expect a slight reduction.
Despite the seeming reduction in greenhouse gas emissions, The United Nations Secretary General Antonio Guterres said, and I quote, "We will not fight climate change with a virus." What better ways should the world employ to fight climate change as an environmentalist?
The pandemic has shown us clearly that no nation in the world is prepared to handle a catastrophe. No nation in the world is ready to handle a major health challenge. And so, we've been going on, when I say we, I mean leaders and everyone generally, going on as if we can handle whatever comes out of global warming. We've been told that we have a very small time budget before we drop into a kind of catastrophic climate change. And we just feel that we can handle it. There's been many theories about the origin of the pandemic, but two things I would like to say were, one, for every citizen, we have a duty to keep our environment, not just keep washing our hands, also keep our environment as clean as we can. For governments, there should be real efforts to preserve our biodiversity. We hear stories about, we do know that habitat loss is going on at very high rate across the nation and other parts of Africa and the world. Deforestation going on, pollution going on. When animals cannot stay in their habitat, they will certainly move out somewhere else. And some new diseases may occur jumping from animals onto humans. And then the second thing is that this is a time for us to critically re-examine if we need genetically engineered crops and foods in this country, or in fact in Africa. The more you genetically engineer living organisms, the more challenges we have to our health. The risks are very enormous because some of those things could jump out of the laboratory. They could escape from the Java laboratories. Many viruses that have been manipulated elsewhere in the world, sometimes we hear about even in the best secure laboratory, when these things come out, then people may not be able to lay their fingers on where the certain diseases started from. But to avoid those kind of incidents occurring, we are better off working with nature, not working against nature.